Hey friends, Terry Runyan here, visual artist and creative encourager. And today I'm going to play with hairstyles because it's Hairstyle Appreciation Day. And I had an idea around this that I would do dog hairstyles because I thought that sounded like fun. I did do a little sketch and I'll show it to you right now. A very rough sketch indeed. I had thought about doing a painting where I'm painting around the objects and then filling in the details afterwards, but given this complexity of this drawing, I'm going to go ahead and just do it, the shapes with the painting. And I am going to talk to you while I go along because this is not necessarily going to go in the direction I did the drawing. I'm going to follow along with my own sense of whatever happens next and ignore any thoughts that tell me that I'm making a mess or this isn't working out or start over or anything else that comes up that says something around the idea that I'm not good enough. I'm just going to let those float by and keep playing with the paint or the paper because we don't really know what's going to happen yet, and work on these dogs, these hairstyles, just for the fun of it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and I'll see you in a second. Okay, well, I got the preliminary shapes roughed in with watercolor, and it's pretty fun so far. I've also really veered away from the drawing, although I've kept it roughly the same. So I really wanted to emphasize to you guys that it wasn't as if I was feeling all inspired and I needed to come do this painting because it was going to be this great work of art and I feel a great purpose for it and everything like that. It was just a thing that I knew I wanted to do a painting today because I do a painting every day. And I really don't have a lot riding on it. I don't have a sense of this has got to be the most awesome painting I've ever done. It's more of a sense of playtime, sort of a let's see what happens, let's explore this kind of feeling. And when I just move with that, it just ends up being a fun adventure. Oftentimes I'm surprised by what the outcome is, and sometimes the surprise is not very fun, but it's still a learning experience. So I really appreciate even the times when things don't turn out the way I think they should. So I'm going to get going on some of the details here and we'll see how things go. Okay, second layer of watercolor done on these pooches with their hairdos. So one of my favorite parts of this whole process is bringing it together with details, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to use my Staedtler letter S, and that is the finest tip Staedtler, and I will link below. And I'm going to use my 1mm Molotow pen. Now I want to tell you guys, these pens have a tendency to clog like any white pens do, but they do have the most opaque ink to cover things that I've found in all the pens I've tried. So I'd highly recommend these, and I have those linked below as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with these final touches, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I think this puppy is done, and I had fun making this art, and I would love to see what you guys do for this kind of a prompt where it's hairdos, and you can post those on the Daily Creating group, or you could pick up on whatever the new prompt is for the day. And the most important thing to follow is your own inner sense of creativity or inspiration or curiosity. Because really that's the heart of creativity. It's going with the flow, it's showing up at the paper, at the canvas, to see what creativity has in store for you today. So thanks so much for joining in this little video of pups. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends if you think they might be interested, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I'll be talking to you soon.